You miss one workout on Tuesday. By Wednesday, the whole week feels ruined, so you promise to start again Monday. The problem is not the missed day. It is the all-or-nothing rule that quietly turns one interruption into an ending. Here are 7 reasons a small setback makes you abandon the entire plan and how to continue without starting over. Number 7, you mistake consistency for perfection. You begin with a clean calendar. Every planned day is waiting for a check mark. For a while, the pattern feels satisfying. Then you get sick, work runs late, or you simply have a difficult day. One box remains empty. Instead of seeing a mostly successful week, you see a broken streak. The plan no longer feels clean, so continuing seems less rewarding. But consistency does not mean performing perfectly on schedule. It means returning often enough for your actions to accumulate. 6 useful days do not disappear because the 7th went badly. Think of consistency as a percentage, not an unbroken chain. If you follow the plan most of the time, the plan is still alive. The empty box is information, not a command to throw away the calendar. Number 6, one mistake changes the story you tell yourself. The missed action lasts a few minutes or a few hours. The story built around it can last all week. I always do this. I have already lost momentum. This clearly is not going to work. Notice how quickly one event becomes a prediction. You are no longer responding to Tuesday. You are imagining every future Tuesday going the same way. That story creates the feeling of defeat before any real pattern exists. Then quitting appears logical because the ending has already been written in your mind. Describe what happened without turning it into a verdict. I missed one workout because I worked late is accurate. I can never stay consistent is a conclusion the evidence does not support. Keep the event small enough to solve. A specific problem invites an adjustment. P. Permanent story invites surrender. Number 5, restarting gives you an immediate sense of control. There is something comforting about a fresh Monday, a new notebook, or the first day of a month. The past is cleared away. The plan looks possible again because nothing has gone wrong yet. That feeling can become addictive. Repairing a messy plan requires you to face what actually happened. Restarting lets you replace the uncomfortable middle with another exciting beginning. You redesign the schedule. Choose new tools. Set a more dramatic goal. For a moment, you feel organized and hopeful, even though no difficult behavior has changed. Before creating another fresh start, ask, what would I do today if restarting were not available? Perhaps you would complete 10 minutes instead of an hour. Prepare one meal instead of planning an entire month. Open the document and repair one paragraph. Continuing may feel less inspiring than restarting, but continuing is the skill your plan actually needs. Number 4, you treat the setback as wasted time instead of useful feedback. Imagine you plan to study every evening, but you repeatedly lose focus after dinner. Starting over with the same schedule will not solve anything. The interruption is showing you where the plan and your real life do not fit. Maybe evenings are too unpredictable. Maybe the task is too large. Maybe the materials are never ready when you need them. A setback can reveal weak points that enthusiasm hides at the beginning. Instead of erasing the failed day, investigate it. What happened immediately before you stopped? Which part created the most resistance? What could be made smaller, earlier, easier to access, or easier to resume? The goal is not to excuse every missed action. It is to use accurate feedback. When you keep restarting, you keep deleting the evidence that could improve the plan. When you examine the interruption, the bad day becomes part of the design process. Number 3, your plan has no version for difficult days. Most plans are written for the version of you who slept well, has extra time, and feels focused. That person may appear regularly, but not every day. Then life becomes crowded, your energy drops, and the plan offers only 2 options: complete the full task or fail. Create a minimum version before you need it. The full workout might be 40 minutes. The minimum is 5 minutes of movement. The full writing session might be 1,000 words. The minimum is opening the document and writing one honest sentence. The minimum is not a trick for pretending you did everything. It protects the connection between you and the behavior. It keeps tomorrow from becoming another first day. On a strong day, do more. On a difficult day, keep the smallest promise that preserves the path back. A plan that only works under ideal conditions is not ambitious. It is incomplete. Number 2, you measure the streak instead of the return. Streaks can make progress visible, but they also create a hidden danger. Once the number returns to 0, the next action may feel worthless. If the record is gone, why bother today? Because the most important measure is not how long you avoided interruption. It is how quickly you returned after one. Someone who follows a plan for 30 days, misses once, and resumes tomorrow has a strong system. Someone who follows it for 60 days, misses once, and disappears for 3 months had a longer streak, but a weaker recovery process. Track returns as deliberately as you track completions. Write down missed Wednesday. Return Thursday. Let that become evidence of reliability. The ability to recover is more durable than the ability to maintain perfect conditions. Life will interrupt you eventually. Your return speed determines whether the interruption becomes a pause or an ending. Number 1, you believe progress continues from a perfect record, not from where you are. After a bad day, your mind places the starting line somewhere behind you. To continue, you feel you must recover lost time, rebuild motivation, and recreate the energy of the original beginning. You do not. The next useful action begins from your current position. If the room is messy, clear one surface. If you missed a week, schedule the next session. If you spent more than planned, make the next purchase intentional. Do not create punishment work to repay the past. Reconnect with a behavior that moves the plan forward. Use a simple 24-hour rule. After a missed action, make one meaningful return within the next day, whenever circumstances allow. It can be smaller than usual, but it must point in the same direction. This changes the purpose of the plan. You are no longer trying to prove that nothing can disrupt you. You are building a process that can survive disruption. There will be tired Tuesdays, unexpected calls, forgotten tasks, and days when you choose badly. None of them can erase what you did before. They only ask what you will do next. You do not need another perfect Monday. You need one imperfect return today.